Hello, my dear family members. If you are preparing for Accenture AAC role, AASC role, PADA role, SASA role, or any other role, then pseudocode questions will be common for you. So you must know that there should be 15 to 18 pseudocode questions that will be there, and you have to know that all the questions will be common from the last year or the recent questions. Why? Because I have been experiencing the questions, I have been observing the questions, and I have observed that higher pro mainly repeats the questions. Okay, in comparison to mercer metal, higher pro's questions are easier and higher pro repeats the questions. Okay, so please practice through the latest questions or previous year questions so that you can get selected easily. Okay, now let me discuss about those questions. Just one request to you guys, please make sure that you are subscribing this channel and watching the playlist of Accenture or any company that you want, and let me know which content you want more. Okay, so let me just move to the questions part.
Hey, you ready for the future? Techno UF is here with premium prep materials, no need to fear. Cognizant, Accenture, TCS, and more. We'll get you ready, open up that door.
So I hope you will pause the video and try to solve the problem. Okay, so I hope this is properly visible. So integer a, b, c, set a is equal to 9, b is equal to 8, c is equal to 8. Okay, so these are the if condition, else conditions, and after that you have to print the value a plus b plus c. So you have to print the output. Okay, so what's the value? 86, 94, or 98, or 88? Please pause and try to solve the problem. Okay, if not possible, then only come to watch. Okay, so and also maintain the time. Okay, because there are very limited time, and the very basic tricks for any pseudocode problem is you will be given like a very broad question. You will see that, oh my god, this is very big question, so how can you solve this problem in this very short time? But the trick is, the catch is, the if conditions most of the time get failed. Okay, that means you just have to check, you just have to calculate the else block. Okay, so your if block or the else block will be removed, I mean eliminated. So you just have to calculate very few parts. Okay, so let's see the example so that it will be more easier. Okay, so as you can see here, set a is equal to 9, b is equal to 8, c is equal to 8. Okay, so we are initializing this value, then we are checking if c plus a less than b minus c. So c value is 8 and a value is 9. So 8 plus 9 is equal to 17. So 17 less than, 17 less than b minus c. So value of b minus c is what? 8 minus 8. So 0. So is this true? No, this is false. So 17 less than 0. This becomes false. So we'll go to the else block directly. Okay, so what's the value of a? So a is equal to c plus b plus c. So c was 8, b was 8. So c plus b plus c means 8 plus 8 plus 8. So this becomes 24. So value of a becomes 24. Now we'll check the if block again. So a plus c plus 8. So 24 plus c was 8. So 24 plus 8 plus 8 becomes 40. Okay, so 40 less than c plus b plus a. So c was 8, b was what? B was also 8. So 8 plus 8 is equal to 16, plus a was 24. So 16 plus 24 is equal to 40. So 40 not less than 40. This is false. 40 is equal to 40. Okay, so this becomes false. So that means we have to go to the else block. So we'll check. So this becomes eliminated. I mean if block becomes skippable. Okay, so that means we just have to calculate the else block. So value of b becomes what? Just wait and think. B here and also b here. So you don't have to calculate this b value. Even if block is eliminated, you don't have to calculate the else block as well, because after all the if else block, you are newly initializing the value of b. That means you don't have to calculate this b value. Okay, so new b value is equal to a plus 8 plus a. So new value of a was 24 plus 8 is equal to 32 plus a is equal to what? 24. So 32 plus 24 becomes 56. So value of b becomes 56. So what would be the value of a plus b plus c? So value of a was 24 plus b was 56 plus A again 24. Okay, so 24 plus 24 becomes what? Sorry, sorry. So now print the value of a plus b plus c. So value of a was what? Value of a was 24, value of b is 56, and value of c becomes 8. So 24 plus 56 becomes 80. 80 plus 8 is equal to 88, right? So I hope you understood. Okay, so as you can see, the options are these. So out of those, 88 will be the correct answer. So I hope you understood, right? So I'll give you an example and a quiz question so that you can practice more. Okay guys, before I proceed to the next question, I want you to know that there will be 100% common questions if you are preparing through the latest questions and the previous year questions, because Hire Pro mainly repeats the questions. So please prepare through the latest and previous year questions, which is available at topmate.io/tech.uf. There we have more than thousands real questions screenshots available there, cloud and networking coding questions with answers, communication assessment, mock test, interview experience, technical questions, gamified questions, all things are included. So please go through those, it will be helpful for you. So please go through that, take the best decision ever. These materials have been followed by more than 2000 people, so please go through that and get one of them who got selected. So let me go to the next question. So let's see the question. So the quick question is this. Please pause the video and try to solve the problem. So this is the problem. I hope this is visible. So integer p, p, q, q, r, r. Set p is equal to 9, q is equal to 8, r is equal to 8. And if block is also properly visible, I hope. So I hope you will try to solve the problem and give the answer in the comment section. So out of 48, 67, 51, 60, what would be the correct answer? Please give the answer in the comment section. Okay, or you can give the options as well. So let me show you the another type of problem. So that is this. Okay, so in this problem, as you can see, p, q, r. Okay, so p is equal to 5, q is equal to 8, and r is equal to 10, and we are going to the if block. Okay, so let's see the solution. And if you know the AND operation or operation, the bitwise AND operation, bitwise OR operation, and XOR operation, then this will be very much easier to solve any pseudocode problem. Okay, so let's go towards the solution. So we are at first checking the value of, checking if block. Okay, so p plus q means 5 plus 8, that is 13. Okay, so that is 13. Okay, and it is greater than r minus p. So value of r is 10 and p is 5. So 10 minus 5 means 5. So this is true. Okay, so 13 greater than 5. So value of p is equal to 10 plus p. Okay, so value of p becomes, a new value is 10 plus p, that is 10 plus 5. So this becomes 15. Okay, so this becomes 15. Okay, and we'll skip the else block, and just after the if block we are now again initializing the value of p. So p is equal to p plus r. So the new value of p is 15. So 15 plus r means 15 plus 10. So this becomes 25. Okay, this becomes 25. And we are now again checking the if block. Okay, so p and 10 and r greater than p and 5. So as you know the associativity rule, according to associativity rule, in case of AND operation, we have to check from the left side. Okay, so at first we have to calculate p and 10, then the result and r. Okay, so p and 10 means what? So 25, if we convert the 25 in binary, this becomes 1 1 0 0 1 1. Okay, so how you can see, if you multiply this with the 2 to the power 0 and 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3, 2 to the power 4, so this becomes 25. Okay, so if we perform this operation p and 10, so 10 is 10 10. Okay, so 10 10. So I hope you know how to remember the binary value of each decimal digit. Okay, so if you can't remember, then please watch the previous video regarding pseudocode. Just search at YouTube that pseudocode problems techno uf. You will get to know about how to convert the decimal number into its corresponding binary. Okay, so let's solve this problem. So we are performing AND operation. Okay, so in case of AND operation, if one of the value is false, then whole statement is false. Okay, so that means true and false, this becomes false. True and false, this becomes false. So false and false also false. True and true is the only statement where this will be true. Okay, and 1 0, this is true and false, so this is also false. So out of this only this becomes our output 1 0 0 0. Okay, so 4 means 100, 8 means 1000. Okay, so this equivalent decimal is 8. Okay, so 8 greater than p, 5 and p. So we have to also calculate 5 and p. So p means what? P means 11001 and 5 means 101. Okay, so 101. So 0 and 0 here. So 1 on 1 is 1. That means true and true is true. False and false is false. True and false false. False and true false. And true and false also false. So only 1. So this is equivalent to 1. So 8 greater than 1. This is true. So we have to calculate the value of r. So value of p was 25. So value of r becomes 25 plus 25 plus 25. So this becomes 75. So value of r becomes 75 and the value of q becomes 9 plus q. Okay, so out of the if block we have to calculate, we have to initialize the new value of q is equal to 9 plus q. So 9 plus q means q was 8. Okay, so 9 plus q means 9 plus 8, so this becomes 17. Okay, so this becomes 17. So I hope you understood. Okay, so now the value of p plus q plus r is equal to p is what? P is 25 and q becomes 17 and sorry, actually I am telling 25 but writing 27, sorry. So p is 25, q is what? 17 and r is 75. So the value of p plus q plus r becomes 75 plus 25 is 100 plus 17 117. Okay, so this becomes 117. So the value is in the option yes. So 129, 120, 111 and 117. So out of this D will be the correct answer. Okay, so I hope you understood how to solve the AND operation or operation and how to solve the if block else block. Okay, so I hope you understood. So let me show you another quick problem so that you can prepare more. Okay, so this is the problem I had to share with you. So if you can solve this problem then please do. Okay, so that you can see how much prepared you are. Okay, so 30, 24, 25, 22 are the options and these are the values. Okay, so a is equal to 0, b is equal to 2, c is equal to 7. Okay, so please pause the video and try to solve the problem by yourself. I am not solving this problem because otherwise it will not be helpful to you just if I solve the problem and if you just keep watching the solution. Okay, so I hope this video added value to your career and added value to your preparation. So if you found this video helpful then please subscribe this channel and watch the playlist regarding any company that you want. And if you want the prime materials of Accenture or any company that you want at a very affordable price then please knock me at my Insta ID instagram.com/techno.ef. and if you want to discuss more about any company and if you want to get update about various companies, various corporate, then please join our telegram channel t.me/ubk now. Okay, so what will be the output of the following pseudocode? I hope this is visible to you. So integer abc set is a is equal to 3, b is equal to 5, c is equal to 7. So values of a, b, c are initialized. Then we are checking if this condition, then perform this, then and if then c values initialized again, then print a plus b plus c. Okay, so values are provided like 25, 37, 30 and 32. So please pause the video and try to solve the problem by yourself, then watch if your answer is matching with me or not. Okay, so let's start. So at the very first you have to know how to convert a binary number to decimal and decimal number to binary. Okay, and you have to know the operations like AND operation, OR operation, XOR operations. Okay, so that you can solve any pseudocode problem very easily. Okay, so if you want to remember all the binary representation of all the decimal values, then please remember this. So let's say 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the binary representation is 0, this is 1, this is 10, this is 11. Okay, so this is actually repeated. Let's say for 4, 5, 6, 7, actually this is being repeated. So for 4 this is 100. So let's start with 100. Okay, so this is repeating. How you just calculate this? There you will be getting 101, 10, 1110, 111. So as you can see, this is actually adding. Okay, this is actually adding. So again, if you start with 8, 9, 10, 11, this pattern will be same. Like for 10, sorry, for 8 this will be what, 1000, and for 9 this will be 1001, for 10 this will be 1010, for 11 this will be 1011. Okay, so the pattern will be same, 0, 1, 10, 11. This will be repeating. Okay, so I hope you understood. So let me just clear it and let's start with the other operations. If you are performing AND operation between 2 and 3, then remember, if any of the bit is false, then whole statement is false. If both statement is true, only this case of whole statement will be true. Okay, let's convert this. So 2 means 10, 3 means 11. Okay, so 1 and 0, here one statement is false, that's why whole statement will be false. Okay, and in this case both are true, so we'll give true. Okay, in only in case of AND operation. So this is binary representation of 2, so in case of 2 and 3 operation, output will be 2. Okay, so I hope you understood. Okay, if you are performing OR operation between 2 or 3, then if any of the statement is true, then whole statement is true. Any of the statement, sorry, if both the statement is false, then the whole statement is false. Okay, so 2 means 1 0 and 3 means 1 1. Okay, so here both the statement are true, so this is true. Here only one statement is true, then it is true. So in OR operation, one statement need to be true so that whole statement can be true. Okay, so I hope you understood. Okay, so let's go to the XOR operation. So let's say you are performing XOR operation between 2 XOR 3. So in XOR operation, both the statement, if both the statement is true or both the statement is false, then whole statement is false. Okay, so 2 means 10 and 3 means 11. So in this case both the statement is true, so this is false. In this case one of the statement is true, so this will be true. Okay, if 10 was 01, the statement will be 1, that means true. Okay, if the both statement is false, then also false, and if both the statement is true, then also false. Okay, so I hope you understood. Okay, so this was just introduction, so let's solve the problem so that you can solve the problem very easily. Okay, and one thing to remember, that is, whenever you will come across with the large question, don't skip or don't be feared, because most of the time the bigger problems having if conditions more, so the if conditions are going to be false and you will just have to jump to the else block. So you will skip very big part of that problem. So please solve that problem fast so that you will get lesser time. Okay, so let's start solving problem. So if A or C less than B, so at first we have to calculate A or C. So A means 3, so 3's binary representation is 1 1, and C means 7, so 7's binary representation is 1 1 1. Okay, so in this case what we have to do in case of XOR operation, if both the statement is true or both the statement is false, then we have to make them false. Okay, so here both the statement is true, so false. Both the statement is true, so it is false. And here both the statement is different, so this will be true. So 100, that means A or C means 4. Okay, A or C means 4. 100 is the binary representation of 4. So we are checking if 4 less than B, 4 less than 5. Yes, this is true. So we have to initialize new value of A, that is A is equal to A plus C. So A plus C means A and C. So 7 plus 3 is equal to 10. So we have to end the if, and new value of C is being initialized here. So C is equal to 5 plus 3 plus C. So 5 plus 3 is 8 and C is 7. So 8 plus 7 is equal to 15. Okay, so 15. C is equal to 15, A is equal to 10. So B is equal to 5. What will be the value of A plus B plus C? So A plus B plus C is equal to 10 plus 5 plus C is 15. So So 15 plus 5 is equal to 20 plus 10 is equal to 30. Okay, so I hope you understood. Let me just see if there is any option of like C. Okay, so the option is C. So this is the correct answer because this is equal to 30. Okay, so I hope you understood. So let me show you the next problem. So the next problem is this. Please pause the video and try to solve the problem by your own so that you can cross check if you are right or wrong. Okay, and I am giving you guarantee this question is going to come in your exam. Okay, just lick ke le lo. Okay, so this is going to come. Please pay attention to this question. Okay, so let's start solving the problem. I hope you already solved the problem. Okay, so at first value of P, Q and R are initialized and value of P is again re-initialized. Okay. So R plus P plus P, R plus P plus P. So this becomes 12 plus P 6. So this becomes 18. Okay. So value of P becomes 18. Then we are checking if 3 less than Q or this, so we have to check. Okay, so in case of OR operation, what I have told that if one condition is true, then whole statement is true. Okay, if both the conditions are false, only that case whole statement are false. Okay, so let's check. So 3 less than Q, so value of Q is 7. So 3 less than 7, yes, this is true. And this 4 plus 7 less than 4 plus 7 is 11, and 10 plus p means 6. So 10 plus 6 is equal to 16. So 11 less than 16. So we have checked already this part. Okay, so 3 less than 7, this is true. So we don't have to check this part. Okay, so this is what number 1 point, that you have to skip this. Okay, whenever you came across that this the condition is true in case of OR operation, then you don't have to check the second condition. So this is time consuming, so don't check this. Okay, so this will save your time. So please skip this moment, skip this part. Okay, just if this is true, then jump to if block. Okay, so I hope you understood. Okay, so Q is equal to P plus Q plus R. New value of Q becomes P plus Q, means P is 6, sorry, P is 18, Q is 6, sorry, 7. So 18 plus Q is 7. So 25 plus R is 6. So this becomes 31. Okay, this becomes 31. Q value is 31. And again we are checking if condition. If P minus R plus Q, P minus R, that is P is 18, R is 6. So 18 minus 6 is equal to 12 plus R, sorry, plus Q is 31. 12 plus 31 is 43. Okay, so 43 less than 5 plus P. 5 plus P means 23. Okay, so the condition is false. Okay, so we don't have to go inside the if block. Okay, so directly jump to the else block so that we will reduce our time. Okay, so new value of Q is being initialized here. So value of this Q will be ignored. Okay, so value of Q is becomes like P and 10. What is the value of P? That is 18. Okay, so 18's binary representation is 110. Okay, and 10 is 10. Okay, so what will be the AND operation? What I have told, that is if one condition is false, then whole condition is false. Okay, whole statement is false. If both the statement is true, only that case whole statement will be true in case of AND operation. Okay, so false and false is false, true and true is true, false and false false, true and false false, true and false false. So only 2 becomes this part's answer. And R, so what's the value of R? That is 6. Okay, so value of 6, the binary representation of 6 is what? 1 1 10, sorry, 1 1 0. So if you perform AND operation between 2 and 6, this is the value of 2. Okay, 2 and 6, what will happen? 0 and 0 is 0, 1 and 1, that is true. So true, false and true, false. So this again become 2. Okay, so this is the binary representation of 2. So the value of Q now reinitialized as 2. Okay, So just ignore this value. So we have to go outside of that if block, because we have calculated the if block, so we don't have to check this else block. Okay, so now just print p plus q plus r. So value of p is 18, value of q is reinitialized as 2, value of r is 6. Okay, so 18 plus 2 is 20 and r is 6, so the value is 26. So I hope you understood. Okay, so let me check if 26 is in option or not. Okay, so as you can see, option C will be the correct answer. Okay, so let me know how many of you are attentively watching and your answer is right. Okay, so let me show you another quiz problem so that you can practice. Please give the answer in the comment section so that I can make sure you are watching and learning. Okay, this is the quiz question, so please pause the video and try to solve the problem by your own. Okay, if you can't, then please let me know in the comment section. And if you want all the pseudocode questions with answers, all the technical questions with answers, and all the coding questions as well of previous year and the recent questions. Okay, so if you want, then please let me know in the comment section, or you can DM me at my Insta ID instagram.com/techno.ef. This is paid but very affordable. Okay, so please DM me. Okay, so let me go to the next question. So I hope this is visible to you and you are trying to solve the problem by your own. Okay, so at first value of p, q and r are initialized, like p is equal to 8, q is equal to 7, r is equal to 8. Okay, so value of r reinitialized. As you can see, this problem quite similar like the previous one, right? So that's why I am very much sure if you solve these problems, then most of the pseudocode questions will be common in your exam. Okay, so value of q will be value of r will be 11 plus q, that is 18. Okay, because q value is 7, so value of r will be 18 at the first. Okay, now we are checking if r plus p plus q less than this value. So p plus q plus r means 8 plus 8, that is 16, plus 7, that is what, 23. Okay, so 23 less than this. Let me check this. So p is 8, q is what, 7. So 8 minus 7 is 1, minus r, that is a negative number. Okay, so 23 can't be lesser than a negative number. So we have to ignore whole if block. Okay, so you have to skip this whole if block. Okay, so that means you are solving only 4 line or 5 lines of pseudocode. So this is what I was telling, that if you came across with the larger problem, then don't be feared, because most of the time if blocks are getting false, so you don't have to be feared. Okay, so value of q becomes 1 plus 7 plus r. Okay, so 1 plus 7 and r is 8. Okay, sorry, r is 18. Okay, so 18 plus 8 is 26. And again we are checking if condition p plus q plus 5 is lesser than this. So value of p is what, value of p is 8 and value of q is 26. So 26 plus 8, that is 34, plus 5, that is 39. Okay, 39 lesser than this p plus r plus q. So p plus q plus r means p is p is 8, q is 26, that is 34, and r is 18. So 34 plus 18, that is 52. So this is true. Okay, so that's why we have to go inside the if block. So q is equal to p plus q plus r. So p plus q plus r, as we got, that is 52. Okay, so the new value of q becomes 52. So ignore this. So now we are going towards the we are going towards after if block. Okay, so value of p becomes r plus r plus r. So value of r was what, value of r was 18. So this becomes 18 multiple 3, so this becomes 54. So value of p is 54, value of q is 52, and value of r is 18. So what will be the value of p plus q plus r? So that is 54 plus 52 plus 18. So 52 plus 18 is 70, plus 54, that is 124. Okay, so this is the correct answer. So I hope you understood. Okay, so if you couldn't understand, then please let me know in the comment section. I will try to assist you in the comment section as well. And one thing I have to remind you, that is we have created another channel called UBK Anna. There we'll keep uploading the recent questions of Accenture, so please subscribe that, because this channel can be copyrighted. So that's why please subscribe that, so that you can get the latest questions. Okay, so let's go to the next question. So the next question is this. Okay, so I hope this is visible to you. So at first please pause the video and try to solve the problem, then cross check if you are right or wrong. Okay, so I hope you paused and tried. So let's start solving the problem. So function integer a, integer b, and there is a if condition. If a is or b less than 3 minus a. Okay, a or b means what? Value of a is 1, value of b is 0. So a or b means 1 or 0. So 1 and 1 or 0. In case of XOR operation, if one condition is true, if one condition is false, then the condition is true. Okay, so that means a or b is 1. So 1 less than 3 minus a. So a is 1. So 3 minus a, 3 minus 1 is 2. So 1 less than 2. Yes, this is true. So this is AND operation. So we have to check both condition. Okay. So first condition is true. 3 minus a greater than a minus b. 3 minus a means 3 minus 1, that is 2, greater than a minus b means 1 minus 0. So 2 greater than 1. Yes, this is true. So we have to go inside the if block. So a is equal to b plus 1. So b value is 0. So a is equal to 0 plus 1, that is also 1. And b is equal to 3 plus 2, that is 5 plus b. 5 plus 0, that is 5 itself. And we are returning the function itself. Okay, so we are recalling the function recursion. Okay, so new value of a is here. New value of a is 1. Okay, a is 1, and the new value of b becomes a plus a, that is 2. Okay, so this is ignored. So b value is 2. Now we are checking again if condition, if a or b less than 3 minus a. So a value is 1 and value of b is 2. So binary representation of 2 is 1 0. So if we calculate XOR operation, then one condition is true, one condition is false. So true, true. Okay, so this is binary representation of what? 3. Okay, so 3 less than 3 minus a. 3 minus a means a is 1. So 3 minus a is 2. So this condition becomes sorry. So this condition becomes false. Okay, so we don't have to check other condition. So this is point 2. So you don't have to check the other condition if one condition gets false in case of AND operation. Okay, so we don't have to check the other part. So don't check these. Okay, so value of a was 1, value of b was 2. Okay, so now the value of a is again reinitialized, 2 plus a plus b. So 2 plus a means 1, 2 plus 1 is 3, plus b was 2. So 3 plus 2 is 5. Okay, so value of b is 5. So a is 1, b is 5. Sorry, a was 5. Sorry. A is 5, b is 2 and minus 1. 5 plus 2 is 7, minus 1 is 6. So this is the correct answer. Okay, so how many of your answers also 6? Please let me know. Okay, so if any of you have any problem, any concern regarding your preparation, then please let me know in the comment section, or you can DM me at my Insta ID instagram.com/techno.ef, or you can join our Telegram channel for latest updates and for discussion. Okay, so again I am requesting you, if you want the prime materials of Accenture or any company that you want, then please let me know in the comment section, so that I can give you that for a very reasonable price.
This right. So as you can see, if this is not properly visible, so I am telling you that set pp is equal to 2, q is equal to 6, r is equal to 9, pp is equal to 2 and 4 and r. If q greater than p, then r is equal to p XOR 11 plus p is equal to 1 plus 12 plus p. Still this is not visible. I am discussing this because this question is very much important, and I'm giving 100% guarantee that this question is coming in this exam. I mean, second, third, or fourth May, right? So let's start with the solution and let's see what's the shortcut to solve the problem. So as you can see, most of the time, if you are seeing that the pseudocode problem is very much larger, bigger, right? So don't be panic, because in this type of problems, the if conditions becomes fail most of the time, right? So you don't have to go inside the if block, and you just have to skip that, and you will have some very normal calculations, right? So don't be curious or panic after seeing large problems, right? So there are many skippable things you have, right? Okay, so let's start with this problem. So in this case, as you can see, set p is equal to 2, right? And q is equal to 6, r is equal to 9. So and p is equal to, we are setting that to and for bitwise and operator, right? I hope you know how to remember the binary form of any decimal numbers. If you don't know still, let me show you. It starts from 0, then 0, 1, then 10, then 11. This is binary form of 0. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, right? So how to remember all? Oh, let me show you. So just add 1 before all the binary digits and you will get the next decimal numbers binary form, right? So 1, 0, 0, this is 4, 1, 0, 1, this is 5, 1, 1, 10, this is 6, 1, 1, 1, this is 7, right? It starts from 0, then it starts from 100, then it will start from 1000. So 1000, this is 8, 1001, this will be 9, 1010, this will be 10, 1011, this will be 11, and then, so if you write, so if you remember this way, then this will be very much easier to understand. Okay, so let me solve this problem. So here at first we are initializing p is equal to 2 and 4. Okay, so bitwise and operator. So in case of bitwise and operator, true and true, true, true and false, false, false and true, false, false and false, also false, right? So 2 means 1, sorry. So 2 means what? 1, 0, and 4 means 100, right? 1, 0, 0. Okay, so if you perform a logical and operation, sorry, bitwise and operation, then false and false becomes false, and false and true becomes false, false and true becomes false, right? So 2 and 4 becomes 0, and 0 and r, that is 9. So 9 is 1001, right? 1000 is 8 and 1001 is 9. So 9 and 0, if you perform the bitwise AND operation between them, then false and true, false, false and true, false and false, false, false and false, false, false and true, false. Okay, so this becomes 0, right? If q greater than p, so p becomes 0, right? If q greater than 0, that means if 2 greater than 0, that means this is true. 2 greater than 0, right? Sorry, q greater than 0. So q was 6, so 6 is greater than 0, right? So this is true, so we'll go inside the if block. So in case of XOR operation, true and false becomes true, and false and true becomes true, false and false is false, true and true is false. Okay, that means 1 1 false, 0 0 false, 1 0 true, 0 1 true. Okay, so p means 0, p means 0, and 11 means 1001, right? So sorry, not 1001, 8 9 10. So 10 10 is 10, so 10 11 will be 10 11 will be 11. Okay, so in case of XOR operation, true and false is true, true and false is true, false and false is false, and true and false is true, right? So 1 0 1 1 10 11, so this becomes 11. So 11 plus p, that was 0, so 11 plus 0 becomes 11, and p is equal to 1 plus 12 plus p. So 1 plus 12 is 13 plus, and then we are ending the if block, then we are just adding p plus q plus r. So
13 plus 6 plus 11, that is 30. So the correct answer will be 30.
So I hope you understood how to solve the pseudocode problem easily. So if you want more such content, then please have the prime materials, which will be very much helpful to you. So to get that, knock me at my Insta ID, instagram.com/techno.ef. Okay. So let's go to the next question, and I'll not solve those problem. These will be quiz problem for you. Please solve those. Okay. So let's see.
So, and if you want all prime materials, then this is also very affordable. So please DM me at my Insta ID. Okay. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you found this video helpful, then please subscribe this channel and watch the playlist regarding Accenture and any company that you want. And please subscribe the other channel UBK Anna so that you can get all the latest updates. Okay. So thank you for today's session.